On the breaking news we brought you moments ago, legendary Nebraska volleyball head coach John Cook is retiring.
And we already know who will lead the Huskers next season. Sports director Clayton Collier has more on this very busy evening in sports.
John, Aaron, good evening. If we had a Mount Rushmore of Nebraskans, you could make an argument that John Cook would land on that monument. Cook called it a career today after compiling one of the most impressive resumes you will ever see. Take a look at this. 4 national titles, 14 conference titles at Nebraska, and check out the first line, winning more games than any Division I head coach this century. Just remarkable. All told, Cook coached 32 years as a college coach, 25 of them here at Nebraska. Now, we just found out that Louisville head coach and former Nebraska national champion Danny Busboom Kelly will coach the Huskers next season, so they are in good hands moving forward. Much more on this big breaking news coming up in sports.